USB video device. Hey, where's my USB video device? How about I use that one? Okay, go! Actually use the switcher.
This
now,
is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Yeah, it looks... Well, I'm impressed that there's actual structure there.
I mean, there's a Mountain Dew box crushed underneath, like a metal pan with some tarp and a piece of wood with 2 arrows shot into it, and an empty keg underneath a styrofoam box with a bag of peanuts on top. And yeah, and then there's a well-constructed little A-frame on top. I mean, this is something
like a dormer on a house.
Yeah, like a dormer on a house.
Wirecast.
This is something that the Urban Culture Project awarded some artist $5,000 to do.
Ooh, I could do that for $5,000.
And this is actually where people say my kid could do that.
Yeah, well,
I mean, I would have to say, you know...
No, your kid could not build that A-frame, but...
Well, you know...
I couldn't either, actually.
I mean, I could easily build that.
Give me enough time, maybe.
You know, give me that material, and I will give you something that's aesthetically appealing. But, you know, in the hands of these people, it has become obvious to me. I mean, this is what I would expect.
You realize I'm going to have to try and get Dave Hughes in the car to defend himself.
Well, that's fine. I'd love to get affidavits of testimony to explain how a lot of these artists have impressed him with their talents.
Dave Hughes is the person who what is he like the president of?
Yeah, you know, he's the quasi head of this Charlotte Street Fund.
Charlotte Street Foundation, yeah.
You know, it's the Special Olympics of art, and I'm going to say that for as long as I'm alive, unless new management comes in and actually begins promoting artists who have talent. And you know, he might really try to justify. Now, if you ask him, what he's going to tell you is that they promote art that nobody else will promote. Right? Mm-hmm. That's what he's going to say. It's like the point of the Urban Culture Project is to take things that would never be shown in any other space and show them.
Mm-hmm.
But that amounts to a popularity contest for him to pick his darlings, if you ask me. And they just make trash. They just make absolute trash. Now, they're going to say that's successful. They want people to say it's trash. But it's not what this culture needs. It's not what we should be promoting in a vibrant urban culture. Well, unless we are really trying to promote people who are not talented and give them an opportunity to express themselves. Then we need to call it what it is. It's the urban special art project. I mean, I don't know how you be sensitive to the fact that these people do not know how to make good art. Not in the sense of Picasso, who was like making masterful works and then went into things that seemed a little bit easier and kitschy.
Mm-hmm.
When we're talking about absolute lack of talent trash. And David Hughes can defend that any way he wants to, but the work speaks for itself. I bet you there's probably like a 10-paragraph artist statement explaining something about how society is imploding on itself and we're just overrun with trash.
Oh my God! And I was going to say, and this is my critique about that, is that it's become so overdone. How society is imploding on itself, and I'm like, I'm tired of hearing how society is imploding on itself. About something positive for a change.
Yeah, well, how
or
about
something different? How about showing us how it's imploding on itself?
You can use trash in art, but you don't have to use trash to make a pile of trash.
Well,
you use trash to make something that transforms into an aesthetic experience that's beautiful, not grotesque.
Here's my question on that: is
and that's just
that for sale? Is that going to go in somebody's house or an art gallery or something? Or because there's a bit of performance art in that too, and it seems like a lot of the stuff is performance driven.
You know, then they should do it. The thing that like I went to a meeting, right, where the Urban Culture Project was represented, but so was the Lyric, so all the performing art venues. And the fact of the matter is, a person who can't play guitar never gets promoted to first chair. A person who can't play the violin never gets promoted to first chair. A person who can't sing isn't going to be before the audience at the Lyric. And a person who can't create anything other than big piles of trash is going to be promoted through the Urban Culture Project. What we need then if this is so vital to urban revitalization, is a venue that promotes musicians who can't play music, singers who can't sing, interior designers that are colorblind. I mean, like, we need to help the people who have no talent